Hello, Squatch American. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chief cook, and doggy mama, right outside the paddy wagon today.
So, today we're here in Texas at an RV campground where, believe it or not, there have been Bigfoot sightings.
And fairly recent ones at that. See, with all the surrounding woods and waterways here, this area actually has the perfect setup for something or someone trying to stay hidden.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
This part of Texas may not be, admittedly, the first place people think of for Bigfoot, but it has everything he would need. Thick cover, water, and plenty of wildlife. Let me tell you, those deer.
Exactly. And the people moving through here wouldn't make that much of a difference. It wouldn't be hard for a Bigfoot to slip into these woods unnoticed. Let's talk about the sighting. It was just at dusk. Some campers saw a tall, shadowy figure moving through the trees just at the edge of the campground.
They described it as over 7 feet tall. So, yeah, about the height of our camper awning. Just over 7 feet tall, moving smoothly, like it was gliding. And what's even stranger, they had this creepy feeling like it was watching them. It was about midnight, and I had just stepped outside to smoke a cigarette. The campground was quiet, just the usual nighttime hum of crickets and the distant hoot of an owl. But then, out of nowhere, I heard a noise, a sound so strange, so unlike anything I'd ever heard in my life. It stopped me dead in my tracks. It came from the creek, deep in the wooded area nearby, echoing through the stillness of the night. I stood there, frozen, trying to process what I had just heard. The noise was followed by the sound of rustling in the woods. Then, abruptly, everything went silent. Except for a dog. Somewhere nearby, a dog started howling, barking like it had gone mad. The sound of its panic made my skin crawl, and I realized the chill I felt wasn't just from the cold. The hair on the back of my neck stood straight up. My eyes were drawn to the clearing where the trees thinned out near the creek, and that's when I saw it. A figure, a tall, dark silhouette, was moving slowly in the moonlight just beyond the water. It wasn't just a shadow. It was solid, deliberate in its movements, and unmistakably walking upright. My breath caught in my throat, and I stayed perfectly still, too scared to even move. I watched it as it moved through the clearing, my heart pounding in my chest. Then, as quickly as it appeared, it was gone, swallowed by the trees. I stayed rooted in place for a few more minutes, staring at the spot where I'd last seen it. My cigarette had burned down to the filter in my hand before I finally had the nerve to move. Without looking back, I went straight inside, locking the door behind me.
So, they describe this as not any wildlife they have seen around here before. It seemed curious and maybe even studying them.
But why on earth would Bigfoot come so close to an RV campground? Simple. Food. The smells from cooking, and boy, last night someone was cooking something awesome across the way from us. Trash bins, even leftovers, we already know can attract animals from miles away.
Bigfoot just might be taking advantage of the easy meals, especially under the cover of night when most people are winding down or sleeping.
So, while it's a bit unsettling, it does make sense. Bigfoot is, after all, the most efficient survivalist, and like all other wildlife, it probably adapts to scavenge in human areas. Not the first time we've heard about this.
Nope.
So, if you've ever had an experience like this, or if you've heard of sightings in unexpected and wacky places, we would love to hear about it in the comments. And before you leave your comment, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this video.
Yeah, these reports help us to track patterns, and it's exciting to see how Bigfoot sightings expand into new areas.
So, thanks for joining us here in Texas today. And remember, we investigate the unexplained.
We don't explain the uninvestigated.
So you keep watching.
We'll keep squatching.
Now, go out
And
find Bigfoot. And who knows, it might just be closer than you thought.
That damn Sasquatch.